Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is going to be another unboxing video. I just received a shipment from my comic shop. I buy a lot of stuff from them, and here's the package. It's not a big package, but there's lots of cool things in it. I believe this package is all related to the Seduction of the Innocent. So it's a lot of Golden Age stuff and some kind of modern ones that are interesting as well. So I'm going to show you what's inside. Let's see. It actually will tell me. Yes, it is the one I was expecting. So this is actually a pretty cool order. So I'm going to just open it up. Lots of paper. Okay, so first thing is, this is really interesting. Open it up. So yeah, so I've been collecting the Seduction of the Innocent for a while now, for a few months. I got about half of the collection already. I'm pretty, like, whenever I get into something, I go full force and try to pick up everything that I can from whatever it is that I'm trying to collect. So I'm a bit crazy when it comes to collecting, I guess. But this one's really annoying to get out. Stupid tape keeps on sticking to the comics. Okay, put that plastic off. Okay, so these ones are really cool. Right off the bat, like, really awesome. So one of the issues that was mentioned in the Seduction of the Innocent was that he didn't like certain historical books. You'd think, well, history, you know, that should be a great thing for kids to learn, but he felt like a lot of the times history wasn't being taught correctly, or with certain inaccuracies, or there was things where it was just too much reading or too much text on the page, and it would encourage bad reading habits because it was not the way a book was written. You know, a book would be written like from top to bottom, and whereas in a comic it's like left to right, left, you know, it's sort of like a Z pattern. So that was one of his issues. So Classics Illustrated, and this is a great one, Mysteries of Paris. This is a first edition. This was mentioned in the Seduction of the Innocent. I'm not quite sure the reasoning behind this one, but I'm going to do a video later where I will go through all of these books and mention why they were in the Seduction of the Innocent. And just a really cool comic, like from 1947, so pretty old. And this one I really, really like. This is the biggest one in this order. Actually, I shouldn't show it first, but I'm going to show it. It's this one, Cloris Archer. She was an actress or something, some celebrity at the time. I'm not really familiar with her, but this is what's called a headlights cover. And if you can see, there's something special about her. And the artist is Al Feldstein. He was actually an artist for a lot of EC comics. He's a kind of, I really like his artwork. I like these kind of headlight covers, actually, these kind of sexy 50s, 40s, 50s kind of style girls. But this one is a really hard comic to find. And this is a reasonably high grade. It's like a 5.5. So it's a reasonably high grade. And it's, you know, it's the first issue, #1. And it was mentioned, it and all the other Cloris Archer books were mentioned in the Seduction of the Innocent. So it's one of those series where it featured a lot of good girl art, and it was just a really awesome series. It's like, in terms of that style, in terms of almost Archie style humor and or storylines as well. And, you know, with a lot of good girl art. So this one is, I want to get this probably slabbed later in life because it's just such a great comic. So this is the first kind of major one. There's some more stuff. There's a lot more in here. That was just the first. There's 2 more bags of comics. Hopefully I gotta take this tape off. This tape is driving me crazy. It's very sticky. Okay, so I got rid of the tape. Now I can pull these out. As I said, the Classic Illustrated. So this is another Classics Illustrated from 1950. It's Julius Caesar. And again, I'm not sure why this was mentioned in the Seduction of the Innocent, but it was. So this is another famous book from the Seduction of the Innocent, which led to the comic book authority, comic code authority. So yeah, these are historical books in terms of not just what they are talking about, but the impact they had on comics. This one, I've been getting really into these jungle comics. So if you watch a few of my videos, you'll see that I'm into jungle comics. This one was pretty cheap. It's a low grade. You can see that it's got a big piece missing. I just picked it up because it was affordable and I liked the cover. I thought it was a really cool cover. It's in really bad shape. It's a 1/5. So yeah, it's a bit beaten up, which is kind of a shame because it's a very cool cover. These bondage covers are quite popular. So even in a low grade, they can be pricey. So Crime and Punishment #3, another from the Seduction of the Innocent. This is from 1948. A lot of these crime ones, Wortham, who wrote the Seduction of the Innocent, he had issues with because he felt like they were teaching kids how to be criminals. So, so a lot of the reason for the Comic Code Authority was based on juvenile delinquency. They believed that comics were really encouraging crime in kids. So these Crime and Punishment ones were basically guides in Wortham's mind to how to be a criminal. So kind of interesting. So the next one is Tom Sawyer. And I'm not sure why this would be classified in the Seduction of the Innocent, but it was. This is a first print as well. This is from it doesn't say. I thought it would say, but it doesn't. Probably late 40s, early 50s. So this one is one of those books that nowadays probably would get banned just because, he would refer to his black slave and stuff like that. So, nowadays we have we're just too sensitive to these things. But even back then, this book led to some controversy. So to me, it's a classic story and classic comic. So, and then the last one from that bag was Justice Traps the Guilty. And this is number 58. And this was also featured in the Seduction of the Innocent. I'm not sure why, but again, it's one of those crime-related ones. So I will, dig into the book and find out why this specific issue was mentioned. And I'll do a video about that as well. So you'll see that in a future video. And the last bag, I believe this will be modern stuff. Maybe a couple more Golden Age, but we'll see. See if I can get this out. Okay. Oh, one more Seduction of the Innocent. This is Crime Does Not Pay, number 64. So another from the Seduction of the Innocent. So as you can see, I'm trying to get the complete collection of Seduction of the Innocent. With this order, I have about 60 of about 150 from the book. So halfway there, basically. Well, almost there. I have actually some other orders that will make me actually halfway. And then Oblivion Song. So I keep on hearing about this comic. Never read it. Keep on hearing it's awesome. So I figured, hey, why not get it? So I got it. So yeah, so Oblivion Song, it was $8. I figured, hey, $8 for a high grade. Maybe it's going to be worth something someday, but I don't know. I figured I'd check it out. So yeah, Oblivion Song. Okay, and another from the Seduction of the Innocent. This is Silas Marner. This is the first print as well. And this is Classics Illustrated number 55. Again, this is from the Seduction of the Innocent. I forgot the reason why this was in there again. I gotta look it up. Now, one sec. Let's see if there's any. Now, what I did, another kind of cool comic that I got. And this was, you can tell how long things take to get to Canada. So before the Justice League Snyder cut came out, I knew that Superman was going to be in that Snyder's cut with the black suit. So I was like, oh, I got to get the first appearance of the black suit. And now I got it. So this is the first appearance of the black suit. This is Action Comics 689. First appearance of the black suit. So no longer a spec comic because the black suit's already been shown. So you can just tell it takes forever for things to come to Canada. It's like I order it, it's express, and it still takes months. So kind of funny because the Snyder Cut's been out for a while now. So then I got a series of comics, and I'm going to try to put these in some order. These are actually, there was a series from Eclipse where they actually republished stories that were featured in Seduction of the Innocent and were of that same time period. So they called their series Seduction of the Innocent. So it's basically like anthologies where it would feature reprints of stories from Seduction of the Innocent and from that time period, like a lot of EC stuff. So this is number 3. Number 5 from that series of Seduction of the Innocent. And I just thought this was kind of a cool thing to get. I don't know. Probably they're not expensive. They were like $1 or $2. Number 6. And they have kind of cool covers. I like this cover. This is I think this is a Bernie Weinstein cover. So this is number 2. Kind of a cool cover. Very EC-like. And then we got number 4. And number 1. So that's the complete run of that. I believe it was 1 through 6. Oh, and then there was another one, which was the 3D. I thought it was great. I thought it was a kind of cool thing. So this is the 3D. This is number 1, issue number 1. I know, it's very sexy cover too. Kind of cool cover. And one more comic in that pile was this one. This is Crime Does Not Pay number 76. So another from the Seduction of the Innocent. So Crime Does Not Pay 76. So that's the full of those. Now there's one slab, and that will be it for this unboxing. So fair amount of cool comics, lot of Golden Age comics, and this is one more from the Seduction of the Innocent, and it's in a low grade, it's restored, but it's a cool comic. It's Mysterious Adventures number 11, sorry. And it's just it's a great cover. You got the skeleton grabbing the girl, the guy in the quicksand. It's just like, lots of cool stuff going on here. I always liked, one of the things that they don't do nowadays that I like from the Golden Age, that I wish they would kind of bring back in a way, is these word bubbles. I love word bubbles on covers. What do you think? Do you like word bubbles on covers? Or is it just me? Am I crazy? But I really like these word bubbles. It gives you that kind of sense of the story, gives you a little teaser. I always liked it. So, so I always like these more Golden Age comics. So this is from 1952, which would be considered Atomic Age, but for general purposes, people say it's Golden Age. So this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like the skeleton. and you can have like some sexy lingerie on the back. So just a really cool comic. And the restoration on this one is cover and centerfold reinforced with glue. So there's probably glue all along this side that could actually come off probably, and it would still probably get a 1.8. So usually with restored, just so you know, if it's a really, really low grade, the impact of the restoration is very minor. in terms of price. So generally, it'll almost be the same as the regular blue label if it's restored and a low grade, because the level of restoration doesn't really matter, because it didn't really impact the comic too much in terms of making it look that much better. So generally, you can get the restored and unrestored at this grade. There's really not much difference in price. Maybe you'll save about 20%. It's not like a huge amount. So yeah, so I don't know, really cool. I like another one to add to my collection of the Seduction of the Innocence books. As Seduction of the Innocent. I always say innocence, but it's innocent. So yeah, so that's my comic haul from my comic shop, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I recommend you check out my other comic hauls and comic unboxings. I open a lot of really great comics, some modern, some Silver Age, some Golden Age, a lot of just different stuff. I collect a whole bunch of different things. You can see from the comics behind me that I collect a pretty wide variety of comics. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification, because a lot of the time people are not seeing my new uploads, and I upload every day. So check out my videos. Thanks. Bye.